And today's video, we're diving into an intriguing theory that suggests Miriam from Turning Red and Linguini from Ratatouille might be related. From physical similarities to curious hints about their families, we're going deep to uncover whether this connection is just a coincidence or if there's something more to this family link. I'd get ready for a journey full of mysteries, speculations, and of course, a touch of Pixar magic. Don't miss a single detail and join us on this adventure to unravel this fascinating theory. When we take a closer look, some curious similarities start to emerge. Linguini, the well-meaning but clumsy chef from Ratatouille, is tall, slim, and has light skin. And here's the surprise, Miriam has those same traits. She's the tallest in her friend group, which makes us wonder if there's something more to this story. Coincidence? Maybe, but it's enough to make us wonder. If we look a bit more closely, we'll see that Miriam's smile is quite similar to Linguini's, even with Miriam wearing braces. And the nose? Both have that full, elongated shape, though Linguini's is a bit more pronounced. And it gets even more interesting. Colette, Linguini's partner, also has a nose that resembles theirs. Now, about the hair. Linguini is a redhead. Colette has dark hair. But Miriam's light brown hair, almost blonde, could be a mix of both. And of course the eyes, Miriam has green eyes while Linguini's are brown. But in terms of genetics and in the Pixar universe, colors can have unexpected surprises. As when we analyze Miriam's personality, we see she didn't inherit Linguini's clumsy side known for his mishaps. Instead, she seems to embody more of Colette's serious, focused, and very controlled demeanor. For example, when Miriam goes to calm May down, she doesn't hesitate to give a classmate a stern talking to get her away from the situation. As this firm and decisive attitude is quite reminiscent of Colette's approach in the kitchen, where she kept everything in order with a firm hand. So, it seems Miriam is a blend of both, the calm of Linguini and the determination of Colette, with an extra touch of Colette's strength and assertiveness. And let's not forget Miriam's fun and stylish side, which also has a vibe similar to Linguini's. Her relaxed style, always with her beanie, creates a nice connection with Linguini's chef hat, especially since he hid Remy in it, as if it were a secret just for them. This visual similarity, though subtle, adds a touch of humor and affection they both share. Another interesting point is that when the girls talk about asking their parents for permission to go to the Fort Town concert, Miriam is the only one who mentions her parents said yes. This suggests her parents are quite liberal. And thinking about it, Linguini definitely seems like the more laid-back, permissive type of dad, one who wants to see his daughter happy no matter what. Colette, with her modern and practical approach, would probably let her daughter go to the concert at 13, as long as she had her own money. Considering Linguini and Colette's restaurant was just starting, they probably didn't have a fortune, even though Linguini still enjoyed the delights Remy prepared. As this mix of modern and liberal parents, along with Miriam's relaxed style and sharp humor, only reinforces the idea that she could very well be the daughter of this unlikely but incredibly charming couple. And there's more. Miriam's genuine excitement when Mingli, May's mom, invites her to dinner with the family is a curious detail. It might be that this enthusiasm comes from a bit of nostalgia for the mini-chef's food, Remy. After all, if Linguini, Colette, and Remy are always busy with the restaurant, Miriam probably doesn't get to enjoy a homemade meal very often. So, a family dinner must taste extra special to her. And since we're talking about the mini-chef, there's a moment that reveals a lot about Miriam's personality. When May turns into a panda, Miriam is the first to rush over to comfort her friend without a second thought. Makes sense, right? If Miriam grew up watching a super intelligent rat run a kitchen, it's not too shocking that she wasn't fazed by May's magical transformation. For someone who's seen a rat chef, a giant red panda is just another surprise on life's menu. After the huge success in Paris, Linguini and Colette decided to take their restaurant and brand worldwide. And guess where they landed? In Canada, a place full of opportunities with a growing food scene. During this journey, Miriam was born, and the family fell so in love with their new home that they decided not to return to Paris. Who wouldn't want to settle in such a welcoming place? So, Miriam grew up in a vibrant environment, surrounded by a love for cooking and her parents' energy as they explored something new and exciting in Canada. One of the first challenges for this theory is each character's name. Miriam, who is named Miriam Wexler, gives us a clear hint about her origins. The surname Wexler suggests Jewish and Polish ancestry, which doesn't match Linguini's name, Alfredo Linguini. After all, linguini is a type of pasta, and the character's name is a pun directly referring to his profession in the kitchen, Another obstacle to this theory is the uncertainty about when Ratatouille takes place. Although the film was released in 2007, there isn't a clear confirmation if the story actually occurs in that year or in a different period, like 2001. If Ratatouille is set around 2007, it creates some inconsistencies with the theory that Miriam is Linguini's daughter. If Miriam is 13 in 2002, as shown in Turning Red, it makes it impossible for Linguini to be her father. After all, the story of Ratatouille was still unfolding, and Linguini wouldn't have been able to have a daughter until he had established a relationship, which would likely have happened around 2011. Additionally, Turning Red is set in Toronto, Canada, while Ratatouille takes place in Paris, France, making it even more unlikely that Miriam and Linguini are father and daughter. If Miriam isn't Linguini's daughter, there might be another connection between them considering the similarities. She also can't be his mother, as Linguini is an adult and Miriam is still young, so it wouldn't make sense for her to be his mother. A more plausible alternative could be that Miriam is Linguini's cousin. The physical similarities and some characteristics might suggest a more distant family connection, like a cousin. This way, their connection could be explained without needing to adjust the timeline or locations. You might remember that Linguini's mother is named Renata, and there's a story that she had a romance with Chef Gusteau. What's interesting is that we've never seen a photo of her or them together, which might indicate she didn't have the chance or time to publicly reveal Linguini's father's identity. As with this in mind, Miriam's mother has an older sister named Renata. Since Renata and Miriam's mother had different parents, Renata moved to Paris to live with her father and ended up getting involved in the city's food scene. Thus, the surname Linguini might have come from Renata's father, while Miriam's mother kept her own family surname. As this explains why Miriam and Linguini share some physical similarities as they would be first cousins. Renata, by getting involved with Gusteau's circle and the renowned restaurant in Paris, could have passed these traits on to Linguini, creating an interesting family connection between him and Miriam. So, their relationship is well explained without needing to alter the timeline or locations, fitting perfectly into Pixar's rich web of connections. Given that all Pixar films are interconnected, it's not too surprising to think that Miriam and Linguini could be related. In fact, there are even bolder theories out there. A famous example is the idea that Elsa and Anna are Tarzan's sisters. Although this theory has been officially debunked, many still consider it an intriguing possibility, as the theory that Miriam and Linguini are related is truly fascinating, and makes us reflect on the possible connections in the Pixar universe. However, despite the similarities and intriguing possibilities, this idea seems a bit unlikely when considering the details of chronology and location. Still, it's always fun to explore these theories and imagine how they could fit into Pixar's vast world. So what do you think of this theory? Are Miriam and Linguini really cousins? Or is there some other surprising family connection between them? Remember, the Pixar world is full of secrets and connections that make our imagination soar. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with friends who also love exploring Pixar's mysteries. Comment below with your theories and what you think about the connection between Miriam and Linguini. See you next time.